So almost 2 years ago now, the Doctor Who 60th specials were released to the public. I had a one-time viewing experience, decided that I liked them, and then moved on. Just to be clear, I'm yet to watch them again. So I decided to go back and watch them, and then come back here and review them for you lot. So we start with the Star Beast. I'm going to give you a little rundown of the episode, and then I'll do my bits afterwards. Now, the episode starts with this really sort of goofy intro. Yeah, not great. The Doctor then lands in London after just becoming David Tennant again, and what are the chances he lands next to Donna Noble? I mean, just pure coincidence, obviously. It's not the fact that it's a TV show. I did find it quite funny when he picked the box up and then put it back after he realised who it was behind the box. There was a gag where Donna was shouting for her daughter Rose and just kept shouting Rose, and obviously the Doctor was like, what? And it was a classic David Tennant what? I did like that. Then a spaceship crashes in the distance and Donna misses it again because she misses everything. There's a joke about how the Doctor used to be a woman. The Doctor pretends that he's friends with Neris to get information out of Sean Temple, who is Donna's husband. And look, the fake news broadcasts are back. I do like those, and I'm very glad they're back because there wasn't many of them in the Jodie era. The Doctor sneaks into the grounds where the spaceship landed, and we catch a glimpse of Shirley, who is the new head of something at unit. I can't remember. Rose and Donna are walking down the streets where a group of kids from Rose's school shout transphobic comments to Rose, calling her by her ex-name Jason. We enter the Noble Temple house, and Rose goes outside into the shed, and we meet Sylvia, and Sylvia still treats Donna terribly. Rose goes out into the back alley of the house, and this annoying kid comes on, who I actually quite like because he's so enthusiastic about aliens. They go to explore the crash landing, but Rose forgets her phone, so she has to go back. On her way back in the alleyway, she bumps into Beep the Meep, but she doesn't seem to care at all. This woman, who has never met an alien before, meets an alien, and her reaction is this.
You can talk.
We're back with the Doctor now, and he has his sonic screwdriver, and somehow it just opens up a massive screen in front of him, which never happened before, and I'm glad it hasn't happened since. Shirley commands soldiers to enter the spaceship, but they get taken over by some weird force that possesses them. Back at the Noble Temple house, Rose is secretly looking after the Meep, and they're having a little bonding session about not fitting in. Anyway, Donna comes in, so the Meep goes and hides among Rose's toy collection that she makes to get money. But Donna catches the Meep, and she freaks out, which causes Sylvia to stress about Donna remembering. Then the Doctor just decides to show up. The possessed soldiers are then coming up with a sort of plan. We don't really know what the plan is, but we'll find out in a minute. The Doctor's just sort of sat in the living room and misunderstands some words and thinks that Wilf is now dead, which at the time of airing, the actor who played Wilf was dead, so this led many of us to believe that there was going to be no Wilf cameo. Then there's a bit where pronouns come up. The Doctor refers to the Meep as he, where Rose then butts in and says, you're assuming he is a pronoun, and the Doctor goes, oh yeah, what are you? And the Meep goes, oh, I'm the Meep. Now, again, don't have an issue with this. It sort of just feels very slapped in there for the sake of being slapped in there. It just feels like you're being taken out of the story to then have a little lesson and then be thrown back into the story. I don't know. I don't think it's as big of a deal as people made it out to be, but I don't think it needed to be there. But the Doctor's talking to the Meep. They're sort of trying to understand each other. And what I don't like is how David Tennant isn't being cautious around Donna at all. Like, he just openly says that he has two hearts and doesn't want to cover it up, even though Sylvia suggests that he should. Like, we're remembering here that this girl is going to blow up if she remembers him, and he's just sat there going, yeah, I'm an alien. Yeah, I got two hearts. Yeah, I got a sonic screwdriver. It's cool. Anyway, then the possessed soldiers just decide to show up, and then they start attacking everyone. Then the gang start climbing through the lofts of terrace houses. They break through the walls because the sonic can do that, and they sneak out of this man's house who's asleep. They all get in Sean's taxi and drive to an abandoned car park, where David Tennant does his best Judge Rinder impression and calls out the Meep. The Meep turns evil and kills the space police and insults Rose in the process. The Doctor's doing some techno babble but gets knocked out, and the fam are now sat in the back of a truck, and Donna moans about giving her lottery winnings away to charity. Yeah. They arrive at the spaceship where the gang are ordered to be locked up by the Meep. Shirley breaks them out but then tells the Temple nobles to leave, but Donna insists on staying. The Doctor starts pressing buttons to try and turn the ship off. Donna wants to help but is shut down for some reason, and then he just immediately gives in the next sentence, so it's pretty irrelevant. Then a barrier comes up and the Doctor can't press all the buttons he needs in order to save the world, and it's getting really tense now because the ground starts opening up around London. 9 million people gonna die. The Doctor says that there is just one thing he can do to save the world, but it will kill Donna. Donna accepts and remembers all the things that she's not supposed to. He starts waffling about like trees and birds and stuff, and then gets to the binary that made her mind fry in the first place. Donna then remembers and starts kicking off about giving away lottery money again. Yeah, we get it. You won 122 million pounds. You gave it away, whatever. And she then helps fix the spaceship with her Time Lord brain. The Meek's plan fails. Nice. Donna then flipping dies, and the soldiers with the swirly eyes try and kill the Doctor, but Rose presses some buttons and the Doctor Donna is saved. Donna is alive because the meta-crisis is passed down to Rose when she was born. Then the best piece of dialogue in Doctor Who history is said.
There's a word for you, Doctor, and that word is jammy.
Jam on toast.
And then the Doctor manipulates Donna for one last trip to go and see Wilf, and she spills coffee on the console and roll credits. Okay then, let's do this. So, I thought it was a good episode. I really did. It got a lot of stick when it came out. I think it's just because people think, oh, it's not as good as 2008. Yeah, whatever. I think Tennant still got it. He acted amazingly, and I think so did everyone. I mean, returning people like Sylvia and Donna and obviously David Tennant, but even new people like Rose and Shirley, it felt believable. I believe these characters exist, which is something that didn't happen during the Chibnall era. I didn't believe a single one of the Jodie characters existed, and if they did, then God bless anyone who has to be friends with Ryan Sinclair, because that cannot be easy. I really like the inclusion of Rose being non-binary. I think it really does help stretch out to people who are non-binary and don't feel represented enough in TV shows, especially ones like Doctor Who. However, I can understand people getting a bit infuriated when that scene about pronouns came up. I personally don't really care. It's like a 5-second thing, whatever, just skip past it. But it does sort of takes you out of the viewing experience and makes you think, oh, hold on, I'm watching a TV show now rather than I'm in the world of Doctor Who. There were some funny jokes in there. I can't lie, I really did. I found the jam on toast thing really, really funny, even though that's probably not even a joke, just a funny little thing that Russell slid into the script in the final minute. And just the overall vibes of the episode, it was a very happy episode. And at the end, you almost tear up because you think Donna's dead, even though we know she's not dead because we've seen there's three specials coming. I think if it was just one special and this was the 160th special, I would have been more inclined to maybe let a tear come out, because I might have thought maybe Donna is going to die because there's one episode. But the fact this is one of 3, I knew she was in the other 2, like I know she's not going to die, so there wasn't that sort of detached me from the emotions a bit. Like the other day I finished series 10. I watched the series 10 finale, and not gonna lie, the waterworks came out a little bit. Just going back to the non-binary thing as well, I really did like how at the end the explanation for Donna not dying is because she's passed it down into her daughter. What I dislike is how they tied in the whole binary thing. I just don't think I think that actually takes away from Rose being non-binary. Now all I'm thinking is the reason she's non-binary is because Russell wanted to make a non-binary character to fit that narrative of the binary, non-binary thing. So I wasn't a fan of that for that reason. Like, obviously, I don't have a problem with non-binary people, alright? This is the internet nowadays, you have to say this sort of thing. You can't just accept that people think you're a decent human being, because that doesn't happen. One thing I really disliked was the pure sexist ending. Like, it just was sexist. And as much as, men have been sexist for years, yeah, whatever, it's not really relevant, to be honest. Like, all sexism shouldn't exist. It doesn't matter what gender you are. And the ending was sexist. Like, we can't come out and say it's not. Like, it literally is. Donna and Rose are sat there talking to the Doctor, saying, Doctor, if you were still a woman, you'd understand this, because women can let things go, but men, they can't let things go. So we'll just let the energy go. What a bollocks ending as well. Like, they couldn't even come up with a good ending. At least make the Meep dude, like, set off a bomb or something that ejects it out of them. Just a really stupid ending, I thought. Like, imagine if the Doctor said, oh, Donna, to kill these Daleks, then we've got to put up a shelf, so bye-bye, I'll do this bit because I'm a man, I put up shelves. Or like, to kill these Sontarans, we've got to clean the kitchen, so Donna, I'll let you do that. You can clean the kitchen to kill the Sontarans, and I'll go do manly stuff. It just wasn't needed. I just don't think it was needed. And, oh, I'm triggered. I'm not triggered, I just think it really has gone against the whole message that Russell's tried to push throughout this whole episode. This whole episode is really trying to make everyone be seen, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, whether you have a gender, you don't have a gender, whether you were a man, you now are a woman, like whatever. The whole point of this episode is you're meant to be loved. And then at the end, he just throws that out there. So I don't know, I find it a bit weird. Weird take from him. I think he's just trying to please certain people, but I don't know, this was 2 years ago now. I quite like Russell's writing, so I'm not going to hold a grudge. Overall, I really did like the episode. I thought it was really good. It was a nice throwback to 2007, 2008, when the original series of these were airing. I would give it a out of 5. I liked it. I think I'd give it a higher end of a 3, so I'd probably go like 3.8, 3.9. I don't think it was quite a 4, but I think, yeah, 3.8, 3.9 for me. On to the next one. What is it called? Wild Blue Yonder. On to Wild Blue Yonder.